Yes, this is Lily Rose, and I'm here to do your general love reading for the month of February. Sorry about the delay. Um, Anyways, that's all I can say, really. Sorry about the delay. I have a lot going on, and so I'm doing my best. But anyways, I'm getting the free readings out, and these are general, and they are free, and they're here to guide you and help you. So take what you can with them. It all depends on what your sun, moon, and rising is, so don't forget to check that out. And then also, remember that these are these are just the energies, okay, that you're dealing with. If it doesn't resonate, like I said, check your sun, moon, or rising. If it does and you need more clarification, you can always do a private reading, okay? So let's get started. Sagittarius, off here in the past, we have the Fool card. So this is you guys like taking a leap of faith, and I feel like you're taking a leap of faith and wanting a new beginning because you're coming out of feeling stabbed in the back. You're coming out of, you're completing, okay? You're ready for a new beginning, okay? And going to calmer waters. Sorry, I don't read these reversed. But leaving, going to stormier water, going to calmer waters, okay? And this is in the near future. So it's a nice progression. You have this being the Fool, ready to take a leap of faith, coming out of, feeling stabbed in the back, and then leaving that emotional things that no longer serve you, and ready to start a new path, ready to go forward. And right below that is the Chariot. And this is in the present moment, okay? Or this is in the energy for the month. But this is the Chariot. This is success. This is travel. This is going forward. This is movement, okay? And there is some movement here. There is this kind of feeling of stagnation because I feel like you're taking on the Hermit energy. So things may be stalling out because you're taking on and you're thinking, and you are just coming out of feeling stabbed in the back. So you're taking that time to really go within and figure out what your next where you want, where this light is, and where you want to go in which direction. And the Chariot follows that, right? It's success. So, and again, this is about, the Knight of Rods is action, it's movement, especially with these two cards. You've got a lot of movement here, especially with the Fool, like taking leaps of faith, being passionate, going forward, taking risks. This could be travel as well, okay? I mean, you are taking on the Hermit energy, but in your environment, you have the Knight of Rods, which is travel, okay? And then your hopes and fears, you've got the Seven of Swords. So I feel like this is just you being overly worried about maybe somebody that you've already met that you're communicating with, because you do have the Two of Cups here. I don't see, the Chariot could be a Cancer, absolutely. Or it could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Virgo. So we have a Virgo and we have a Cancer with the major arcanas, okay? But we do have a Two of Cups nonetheless. So you could be dealing with those two signs. And maybe you're wanting to leave the situation. Some of you are leaving the situation and moving, maybe coming out of feeling stabbed in the back, ready to be single again. Okay, but the Two of Cups is all about choice too. But these two people are protected, okay, and this is in the hopes and fears. So that's just for a small number of you. I don't feel like all of you guys are leaving, especially with the Two of Cups and the Eight of Rods as your overall foundation, okay? But this is fast communication, things happening fast, movement. And then you have the Two of Cups. These two people are protected behind this, these blankets. And there's a rebirth here. There's judgment. There's a wake-up call, arising from the ashes, coming out of hard times, okay? And maybe there is this hope for some of you, for someone to come back in, or you want to go back to somebody else and have a revival, have a rebirth, have a renewal. Okay? Anyways, let's go to your oracle cards. You've got Heart Chakra, opportunity to forgive, a new partner. So for some of you, there is this opportunity for you to meet a new partner, okay? And there's also this opportunity for you to forgive. And I feel like you are forgiving and you're starting on a new path. You're ready to take on the energy of the Chariot, and you're taking on the energy of the Hermit, which is going in and finding your path. The Chariot's all about moving into your path, going forward. But there's still some work that you need to do on your heart chakra, okay? And then we have the Daydream, and I feel like this is the Seven of Cups sometimes. Having too many options, okay, and not knowing where to go. Now, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I'm not clarifying like I normally do. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Two of Cups, okay? And I see that more as like a choice now. choosing with the moon, okay? Some of you, it could be a Pisces, or this is just you being confused, like having to make a choice, but you're grounded. You've got all the pentacles. You're stable, you're grounded. You have all the tools you need to come out of confusion to make some sort of choice that you may need to make for some of you. Okay, so I do want to see what the Ten of Swords is about. Father God, please give me clarification. Thank you. So yeah, definitely a battle. Could have been a competition, but you're leaving the situation. You're not, yeah, there was a battle, but this guy's walking away into a more stable foundation. And this could be with, like I said, someone that you met. Maybe it could just be a Pisces, okay? Because we do have the moon. This is a general reading, but you do also have some earth energy for Virgo. Okay, but you're coming out of some sort of conflict and you're moving into a more stable, grounded environment for yourself. And you're having a new beginning, okay? Let's see what's going on. I want to see what's going on with the Judgment. So this is definitely the High Priestess. You spiritually going within and working on yourself and maybe being having a rebirth with someone again, because the High Priestess is about following your intuition and you know where you're going. You're figuring that out. You've got the Knight of Rods there. You have all the energy. You have the rising from the ashes with the High Priestess. You have to listen to your intuition. And then there's the Ace of Pentacles. You've got 2 reconciliation cards here. Okay. So, some of you definitely want to sneak back because it's in your hopes and fears. You definitely want to restart something and rebuild something with someone. And maybe you already have communication with them, okay? I'm going to clarify the 8 of Rods. And you have the 4 of Cups. So you guys, if you're being the fool and you're taking a leap of faith and you're leaving someone and you're going forward, and make sure that you're looking outside the box and you're not like passing up opportunities or people that could be really good for you. The Justice, it's all about finding that balance and doing the right thing, okay? And by doing the right thing, it's not saying, this is for everybody. I could be this way too. It's being self-absorbed. It's being just, it's being true, it's doing the right thing. It's having that balance, And with the 4 of Cups, I feel like I said, looking outside that box. Here you are ready to be the fool. You come out of something that definitely broke your heart, okay? And this is you standing up for what you want, for what you truly want, okay? 6 of Swords, please. Can I please get a clarification for that on the 6th? I knew that was going to come out. And like I just said, there's this need for you to look at things from a different perspective and leave stormy waters. Some of you may want to stay in this unhealthy environment, and that's fine if it's progressive, if there's a rebirth. It looks like there may be been a break, okay, but maybe coming back together too at the same time, because you've taken on that hermit energy and you're looking at things from a different perspective. The 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment, going to calmer waters. I want to see what this and having the strength to do it. Some of you, it could be a Leo that you're dealing with. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the 9 of Cups. I thought that was the 10 of Cups almost popped out, and I wasn't sure. Never mind. And then the Empress. So this is about new beginnings. This is fertility. This is growth. This is abundance. This is happiness. So definitely be careful if you don't want to get pregnant, okay? You do have this Empress here, but this is about new beginnings and having the strength to do that. So I feel like some of you are wanting to take a risk, and that's why you have the Hermit energy, because you've taken like a time out and you're going to go back to something that maybe you had, and You're looking at things from a different perspective. And you want to find that balance, okay? And for you and for others of you, this is just you having the strength to have a new beginning. Be single, be on your own, make that choice and take that time out and work on your heart chakra. And a new partner is coming in. There is somebody else new. So I'm going to get some clarification on the Hermit. I want to see what I can get on the Hermit. I got put some clarification on the Hermit. Again, taking a break. You guys are definitely taking a time out and trying to complete something. This is either, completion of a cycle, okay? You've got 2 10s here, so you guys are completing things. You're moving forward. You're taking that time out. This is like the Hermit energy. It's also kind of like the Hangman. You're really going within and trying to figure out what is the next move. And taking that break. So a lot of you are just taking a mental break. If you're in a relationship, this isn't you leaving the relationship. This is you taking your break and needing a new beginning and having the strength to do it. Even though you may want to sneak out of something here, okay? Maybe you already have snuck out, some of you. And this is a general reading, so this may be the, other people's energies. It doesn't have to be yours, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is on that Chariot. There's going to be success in you moving forward and you taking on that, going forward. So in your comments below, let me know if you like. And see, this is a wish. Look at 3 major arcanas. 3. The wheel is finally turning in your favor. You're being successful because, some of you are going by yourself on this journey so that you can meet that perfect partner, okay? Some of you are traveling and having success and having wish fulfillments. Some of you are going through karmic cycles with people and being successful in it. And having that be that's a wish, Being able to learn karmic things with people that you're in love with is not an easy task. We're animals, we are used to the wandering eye, that's normal. But it takes work to be in a long-standing relationship, and sometimes you break and you learn cycles and you gain that balance and you do the right thing and you look at things from a different perspective and you're able to go back and have new beginnings. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope this helped you. God bless. Let me know if you kind of liked this reading versus the other way that I did it. I just kind of wanted to shake it up a little bit. So anyways, God bless you guys. I hope you liked it. If it resonated, you can always contact me at lilyrose@hotmail.com. And I will see you guys next month. God bless.